Yep, still exist. Yes, I do. So right now, I've been just trying to gather up a few things. I have some big plans for the BMW. As you know, I plan on going with this as a track car. Not a drag car, but like an actual track car. So that's my goals here. And so I actually have something that I'm about to show you here in just a second that's going to help me with this. And it's going to be a big project that a lot of you are probably going to like it. Because I'm sure some of you have bought, you know, 335s and been wanting an oil cooler. Well, mine did not come factory with one, which if you own a 335 and you've tried to put an oil cooler on there, then you know that that's a problem. So I have everything. I'm gonna show that to you in just a second. But I was just out here, you know, I just wanted to show you what we got set up here, because it's probably the worst setup. Now this is our buddy Jordan's car, so that's his. And then this right here is obviously Michael's S10. It used to be my S10. And it's just it's so tight. But we're probably moving into the permanent place about mid-August, August 15th, maybe next weekend. I'm hoping it's next weekend, honestly, because I've been holding off on doing my stuff on my car until I get there, just in case something happens, because there's been, you know, people changing out oil filter housings and they lock up their motors, but that could be because they didn't, you know, prime the oil system. I don't know, not really sure. But I don't want to have any issues and have to like find a way to get it from here up, you know, an hour up north. So yes, you know, it's just one of those things. You know, I've been wanting to get videos out. A lot of y'all have been subscribing like crazy. I was just like, man, I haven't put a video out in a while, but the subscribers, like starting in like the beginning of August, just started like piling in. I was just like, dang, I need to get y'all a video or something. But I wanted to put out a good video. I didn't want to just put out any random ass video, but then here I am. So but there's reasons to this video. So let's go check out what I got. Welcome back to the basement. If you've watched any of my videos, which not a whole lot of people watched that video, but if you did, this place looks familiar. It's my basement. So what's that there? Oh, it's a piece of plastic. I thought it was pee. So in this box right here, yeah, you can take a look. This is my setup right here. It's not the best setup, but hey, it's only temporary. Anyways, so in this box, there's a lot of good stuff here. Let me open this thing up. Dang, as you can start to see. Okay, so right here, I have an aftermarket oil cooler, which I actually originally bought this to put this into my car because I thought I had an oil cooler. Turns out I didn't. Yeah, it was sold in cold climate, and if you know anything about the way BMW marketed, if it was sold in a cold market, then it was more than likely it did not get an oil cooler. If it was in a hot market, you got an oil cooler. So got this with the lines, and so in order to put in an oil cooler into the BMW, and since it didn't have one, I have to put one in. So then I had two options. I could go and get the retrofit kit, which was like $1,200, you know, or I get this off of eBay for $300. And then I also get, while I'm at it, because this is a used one, I get the rebuild kit for it as well. So this is all the gaskets and all the good stuff to rebuild that. Since I'm there, might as well do it. And also, if you're also, you know, like I said, if you're a 335 owner, this is going to be a piece that you're going to need at some. So if you're a 335 owner, this piece right here is necessary. And since I'm going to be having to remove the hose that attaches to this, then it just made sense for me to go ahead and, you know, replace this right here. So this is a coolant flange. It goes on the front of the engine, just below the filter housing. And yeah, so they're normally plastic, and you want to replace them because they, especially if you've had one leaking right there, it tends to make the make the plastic brittle and chip off and break. Not to mention, if it's leaking on your oil filter housing, it is actually, if it's made it to the belt, it's swelling the belt, and eventually you're going to have a huge problem. So that's why it's necessary to take care of it. Yeah, that's why it's always necessary to make sure you take care of all maintenance. And I haven't done as much maintenance as I should have lately, so that's why we're taking care of it now. And I'm, with it being 600 horsepower, it tends to be, a bit of a challenge to keep it below 250 degrees, Fahrenheit for the oil. And that's why this is here. Oh yeah, found that piece right there. So it's 10 AN line, and yeah, let's see. I also got, whenever you do this, you're also going to need more oil because you're going to be draining your oil, obviously. And then you're also going to need some more coolant because you're going to drain your coolant. And so I went ahead and splurged a little bit. I went with the liquid moly 5W40. I've never used it before, but I mean, it's probably fine, It's probably good stuff. And then obviously the BMW coolant, because you don't want to fuck around. You want to get what is for the BMW. Because they made it special furries, and just like with Chevys, make sure you get the decks cool and, curved to the inside of your stuff. But, yeah, this is everything here. And like I said, I've just been kind of waiting until I got to the new place to be able to do it, because like I said, I just don't want to screw around and mess it up. So hopefully next weekend you'll see part 1 of the video come out, because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna break it into 2. Depending on how long it goes, it may end up just being 1 video, but I don't want to have like one 45-minute long video where people are just like tuning out at like 15 minutes. So probably break it down to where I install the factory option, and then once I have a factory option, then come in and put in the aftermarket stuff. So maybe. And Michael has been gathering up stuff, so he's been wanting to tune the S10. He hadn't even driven it yet. That's crazy, isn't it? Yeah. But he got him a, yeah, let me get it right here. Yeah, got him a air fuel meter. So gonna go ahead and pop that. We're gonna have a video where we install that here soon. And he's looking to get him an LSD right now for it. So yeah, it's just, we've been kind of working a lot, trying to build up the money to buy all this stuff, because we still do have regular jobs. So, but I thank every last one of y'all for subscribing and clicking on the video. And like I said, I'm gonna do my best to provide y'all with some fantastic videos coming from here on out. And yeah, thank you guys.